Yo, what is good, man? Happy Easter. It's currently Sunday evening, and you know what time it is. That means we're going to make a weekly bias. Obviously, weekly bias. Where is price most likely to head towards for the beginning of the week? I mean, where is price heading towards for the beginning of the week? It is currently Sunday evening, like I told you, and tomorrow morning the markets are gonna open because it's Monday tomorrow. And yeah, man. I mean, the ASIN session is gonna open soon, so we gotta hurry up. But still, man, let's go, man. Like, where is price most likely to go for the week? Okay, I mean, yeah, let's go, bro. So, what pairs am I gonna show you? I'm gonna show you the pairs that I trade. So, GBP USD and the S&P 500, the stock index, and forex pair. Okay. So let's go, man. Let's go. We got no time to waste. Markets are opening soon, so weekly bias. Let's go. Okay. GBP USD weekly pair. I mean weekly time frame. Okay. So we are bearish on the weekly. Look, we barely broke structure to the downside, but we are bearish. Okay, bearish, which is good. Currently, I mean, we took out this weekly bearish order block because why is it an order block? Because we broke structure right here. This broke structure to the downside on the weekly, leaving this big order block behind. We tapped into it, so weekly is bearish. Daily also bearish. Why is it bearish? Because the last time we broke structure, it was to the downside. Okay, hope that makes sense. But yeah, we're bearish as you can see. And bro, that's really good, because if the weekly is bearish, daily is bearish, all we need is 4 hour also. And one, like, I mean, the more time frames the better always. It always is like that. Okay, daily and weekly are bearish. 4 hour, okay, the 4 hour is bullish. Okay, as you can see right here, we broke structure to the upside, but as you can see, we're rallying down. And if we break structure to the downside on the 4 hour, that is really great, because all the other time frames are bearish. That leaves us only option to short. So GBP USD, unless, I mean, if the 4 hour break structure to the downside, then we're bearish, then we can sell. But before that, you shouldn't trade. I mean, you shouldn't even take a trade. Why? Because if the daily is bullish, I mean, if the daily is bearish and the 4 hour is bullish, then that is kind of, it goes like this. So yeah, I want to see a break structure to the downside on the 4 hour. Okay, now as you can see right here, 1 hour is also bullish. Why are we bullish? Because last time broke structure was to the upside. Okay, right here, feel this imbalance, didn't get a reaction, which is good. So what I would like to see is continuation to the downside and break structure on the 4 hour also. But before, like, if we're not breaking structure to the downside on the 4 hour, then I'm not trading simply. Now, where is the draw on liquidity? I mean, where do we need to surpass and break below this low right here? Okay, if we break structure and close below this low, then we're bearish on the 4 hour. Okay, but until that, we're not trading. Okay, we are not trading. But like I told you, GBP USD, look into short after this break structure, after it breaks structure. Okay, but before that, we're not trading. Okay, and now the S&P 500, on the other hand, weekly, we are bullish, man. We have been running up for a long time, bro. As we know it, like S&P 500, gold, Bitcoin, everything's going up, making all-time highs, which is really good. Really good, and it makes sense. Obviously, this is going down and the currency is going down. This is going up. Okay, but yeah, S&P 500, look, weekly is bullish, daily is bullish, really good. As you can see right here, we feel this imbalance. Feel the daily imbalance, fair value gap. Look, completely filled. Got a reaction to the upside. I mean, just look at how the fair value gap works. Like imbalance. What is an imbalance? I have made a video on that. If you haven't checked that out, then go check it out. But imbalance, literally in imbalance, a gap in the market that needs to get filled. Go check the video out if you haven't checked it, because you wouldn't understand. But yeah, filled it, continuation to the upside. Weekly is bullish, daily is bullish, 4 hours bullish, okay? Which is really good. We'll look at the buy, bro. 4 hours bullish as well. Look, we have this 4 hour fair value gap, but you gotta remember that this is the whole fair value gap, okay? As you can see, it has been a little bit filled, but what would I like to see is a fill of this imbalance, like completely, and then continuation to the upside, because we actually swept out this 4 hour liquidity. So it could take us down and fill this imbalance, or take out even more liquidities and then continuation to the upside, okay? But still, we're bullish on every time frame. Even 1 hour is 1 hour is bearish, okay? As you can see, makes sense. Swept out this liquidity, breaker structure to the downside. What do I think is going to happen is take out these liquidities and fill this imbalance more. And after that, continuation to the upside. That is what I'm looking for, okay? Because we're bullish, okay? The only time frame that isn't bullish is the 1 hour time frame. It makes sense. Swept out liquidity, boom, and hopefully taking out this liquidity and filling this imbalance and even these liquidities, and then we can continue, okay? But obviously we ain't doing nothing until we're in the session open. What do I mean? The 9:30 bell hit Eastern time, New York Stock Exchange open. That is the only time when I'm trading the S&P 500. And if we see a reaction on there, we're good to go, man. We're looking for buys, okay? But yeah, obviously, since this is a weekly bias, we have to check news. Tomorrow, GBP holiday. Okay, so do not trade GBP USD tomorrow. Why? Because GBP US bank holiday. GBP pair currency holiday. Okay, first day of the month. What does that equal to? No movement on the markets that much, because it's a bank holiday, GBP bank holiday. So do not trade GBP pairs. Okay, and ISM PMI, we have news, okay, which is kind of rare on Mondays. Okay, so we have news coming up. So if you trade like the S&P 500, this is 30 minutes. This is 30 minutes after the New York Stock Exchange opens. So do not trade. If you trade S&P 500, you should wait before trading the S&P 500 on New York Stock Exchange. Wait for 30 minutes. And then the news happens, okay? But yeah. Okay, that's for Monday. Okay, Tuesday, we also have pretty high volatility news at the same time on New York. After the New York Stock Exchange opens, 30 minutes after that, we have JOLTS job openings, red folder news. So do not trade before that, okay? I mean, you can trade if you trade like other than New York session, then you can trade before that. But right before this, do not trade, okay? Wednesday, wow, we have PMI news. Like this week is really a lot of news, and Fed Chair Powell speaks, bro. Wednesday, I would completely skip this day, okay? I wouldn't trade on this day because we have lots of news. Okay, so Wednesday, do not trade, okay? Thursday, not bad at all. We have unemployment claims. Do not trade before this, but after this you can trade. If you trade on New York session, okay? Trade after this, not before. Never right before, because that is gambling. But still, this is a decent day to trade. And if you trade London session, you can do whatever. Like you can trade obviously. But if you trade on New York session, then trade after this, okay? This comes 30 minutes after the New York session opens. Now, Friday, we have news. Same thing. you have to wait until the news comes, then you can trade, okay? Because this comes on New York session 30 minutes after the New York session. If you trade on London session, then you can trade whatever. But if you trade on New York session, trade 30 minutes after, okay? So this comes 30 minutes after the New York session opens, okay? So that's for the news, okay? I got like a lot of news coming up this week, but it's okay. We're ready. Okay, now GBP USD. What are we? We're bearish. Looking to short after this 4-hour break structure to the downside, and obviously we have to be on the session opens, okay, and see a setup. But yeah, that's the bias for the GBP USD. And US 500, S&P 500, we're bullish, okay? We're really bullish. What am I looking for? Well, since we swept out this liquidity, I want to get a feel of this imbalance and these areas of liquidity also being swept. That's what I'm looking for. But in short term, I'm looking to buy, okay? But hey, man, that's the weekly bias for the day, man, and for the week. So for the beginning of the week, obviously. But yeah, man, stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed already, then do that. And if you want to join my Discord or buy my ebook, everything is in the bio, okay? I'm in the description, okay, man. But yeah, man, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.